Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Thorson at Total Performance Sports Medicine. This is Lisa, our head personal trainer. We'd like to give you some tips in how to avoid common mistakes when working in the yard that lead to strains in our body. If your hips are very tight, your hamstrings are tight, it's very difficult to get into a good position if you're on the ground and not round your back. So you can elevate your hips off the ground and it allows your hips, your pelvis to move better through your hips. Now, this is good for her, but what's happening? She's rounding her back again. We want to make sure we're not rounding her back all the time. A few minutes of this is okay, but not constantly all the time. So she's gonna let her hips open to allow her pelvis to fall forward through her legs. That will allow her to have a better chance of straightening her spine. Now she can work in this position. If your hips are tight and you can't flex them like this, what you can do is straighten them with the legs. This frees up the pelvis to allow you to hip hinge and bend. Her opposite leg, even though you can't see it, is open. So she opens that leg, which allows the pelvis to rock forward and find this nice neutral position. At the same time, we want to make sure we're not putting too much effort into this. So she really wants to find a relaxed position of what we would call neutrality. So do you feel relaxed, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay. Now, she could also elevate the surface she's on, and she could be very comfortable in this position for probably a long time, and then maybe she switches her legs up. Okay, there are going to be times when you need to yank something out of the ground, pull on something. You can use your body in a full body movement when you do that. Everything doesn't have to be just about moving through the hip, although when Lisa demonstrates these movements, both movements are going to include hip motion, but the idea behind these movements is creating a balanced load through your body so that you're not overloading one area and you're keeping a good center of gravity through your body as you work. We want you to be powerful in your work, so if she's going to pull something out of the ground, these positions and movements give your body more strength and leverage to do things without hurting yourselves. Okay, so go ahead and move forward with a lunge. So as she lunges forward, she's lengthening through the hip. Her other leg, she's supporting herself on her thigh with the opposite arm. She's in a really good position here to go ahead and lift something or pull something on the ground. So now go ahead and put that back. The other option would be to do more of a hip hinge, move from the hip socket. That's okay as well, although the difference is, go ahead and put it back the same way. She's reaching way out in front of her, which is a long lever load, compared to the lunge. Go back to the lunge. She's not having to reach as far forward, she's using her entire body to reach, which is going to lessen the amount of force put on one area of her body.